Hi, I'm Connor, and this is my science fair project, Coin Battery. The topic of my project is how much power can a homemade battery produce? So here I came up with this hypothesis. If I could make a battery, then I would be able to power something with it, because it should produce enough electricity. Not too long ago, I went to my house and found out the electricity ran out. We didn't have any batteries to power our flashlights, so we had to stay the night at my house with no light. When I was told that we had a science fair project to do in October, I decided that maybe I could make batteries. And I believed that if I could make a battery, then I would be able to power something with it, because it should produce enough electricity. If I managed to do this, I wouldn't have to worry about sleeping in the dark again. And I could be able to power other things for many uses with my homemade battery. And you can too. Before we get into anything, I would like to introduce you the cell of the battery. So here we have our piece of copper, we have our electrolytes, and we have our piece of zinc. In this case, I use a penny, a piece of cardboard soaked in vinegar, and a zinc washer. So basically, what the cell of a battery is it's basically like each section in the battery. You can't really make a battery without these three elements. We could get to the actual experiment. So here are the materials I used: pennies, nickels, and zinc washers, cardboard, vinegar, and a voltmeter, and something for the battery to power. In this case, I used a flashlight. So instead of reading the steps to make each cell of the battery, we could just go back to this picture. So here's the cell deconstructed, right? And we place them down in this exact order, with the penny, cardboard with vinegar, and the zinc washer. In the experiment, 3 batteries were made, and they were also measured by the voltage. They were also tested out for which battery could power the flashlight. The 4-cell battery was the only battery that could power the flashlight. To power the flashlight, I deconstructed the original flashlight, took out the LED lights, and made a tool where 2 alligator clips, negative and positive, connected to the LED lights, and has a cable further down that goes through the neck of the tool I made. I made those 2 cables touch the negative and positive sides of the battery, and the electricity goes from the battery through the cables into the flashlight. And here's a picture of me using the tool with the flashlight connected to it and the 4-cell battery powering the flashlight. So let's have a quick discussion real quick. During the experiment, I recorded the data and put them on a chart and the graph. I recorded them using the tool I made, and I measured the voltage of a 1-cell, 2-cell, 3-cell, and a 4-cell battery, and the voltage needed to power the flashlight. So here is a little graph I drew out, and here's a little chart I made. And to prove that these measurements are correct, I have pictures of the voltage of the 1-cell battery, 2-cell battery, 3-cell battery, and the 4-cell battery. Okay, to sum up this project, my hypothesis was correct. The data I recorded could show that I can make a battery that could power something. In this case, I use a flashlight. In my data, it shows the end result of my experimentation, which also shows that I could power something with my homemade battery. The data turned out the way it did because the cells in my batteries were constructed the right way, and I couldn't be able to record the voltage of my batteries without my voltmeter. You could apply this project to the real world if in your house the electricity goes out, or if you do not have any access to electricity at all. I would like to thank my parents for helping me with this project and for providing me with the supplies I needed for this project. Thank you for watching.